Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers: new weekly promo finds Michael Corinthos in for the shock of his life. Meanwhile, several people are in danger and someone faces a health crisis on the ABC soap opera. This week's new General Hospital promo shows Michael Corinthos asking someone for help. Then Sasha Gilmore confesses to Michael that she's pregnant with his baby after their night of drunken passion. She didn't plan on telling Michael about the baby. Plus, she was going to leave town. She still might move, but she changes her mind about keeping the truth from him. Of course, he is in shock. His marriage is falling apart, and he's going to have to fight for custody of his children. Now he finds out he has another on the way. Perhaps this will play into Michael Corinthos' upcoming exit from General Hospital. His portrayer, Chad Duell, is leaving the soap in early 2025. So maybe he'll take off with Sasha. Indeed, he's in for some major drama. While Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, processes Sasha Gilmore's, Sophia Matson, huge news, danger looms for others. This week, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, is still in Prague visiting her daughter, Charlotte Cassadine, Scarlett Fernandez. Currently, Charlotte is on the run with her father, Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart. But Lulu desperately needed to see her, so she flew to Prague. However, it seems she leads danger directly to Valentin soon on General Hospital. Coming up, Val reveals himself to Lulu. Then someone takes a shot at him and shatters the window at the cafe where Lulu is with Charlotte. Later, Lulu screams Charlotte's name. One of them might get shot soon, and it's likely Valentine. Elsewhere, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, goes after Jack Brennan, Charles Mazur, with a taser. Although it's unclear why. Meanwhile, Terry Randolph, Cassandra James, calls Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, into her office. She has the autopsy results on Dexteller, Even Hofer. No doubt, there'll be digitalists in his system convincing Elizabeth that someone is targeting General Hospital patients. She is determined to get to the bottom of it. But she might put her own life at risk elsewhere. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bénard, appears to be in serious trouble. Recently he experienced chest pains at home after a quiet evening with his daughter, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey. This week, he's having the pains again while in the boxing ring at his gym, Volaninos. Official General Hospital spoilers confirm Sonny faces a crisis that changes his life and forces him to make big decisions. So it looks like there's a medical crisis ahead for him that will change everything. GH is packed with drama this week. Don't miss a minute to see how Michael Corinthos handles Sasha Gilmore's life-changing news on the ABC Sudzer. Get all the latest General Hospital spoilers and updates daily from GH News 24. Port Charles is never short on secrets, scandals, and shocks. But this week, one man's life is about to be turned completely upside down. As the summer heats up, so do long-simmering tensions, family betrayals, and a stunning return that will rattle the Quartermaine mansion to its core. Monday, June 10, a familiar face, a dangerous past. Michael Corinthos has spent the last few months trying to rebuild. His family has been through hell, between Sonny's erratic behavior, Nina's betrayal, and Willow's near-death experience. Michael has tried to keep his life calm, focused, and most importantly, stable for his children. But that fragile peace is shattered on Monday when a familiar face returns to Port Charles, dragging a trail of secrets with them. At the Quartermaine estate, Brooklyn plans a celebratory brunch for the family to mark the end of a turbulent spring. But Michael never shows. Instead, he's at the gatehouse, frozen in shock, staring at someone he never expected to see again, Morgan Corinthos. Or so the man claims. "Hello, Michael," he says quietly, eyes haunted but sure. "It's me." Michael's breath catches. He doesn't know what's real anymore. Morgan, his younger brother, dead for nearly a decade, is standing in front of him. But is this really Morgan, or is it another twisted trick? Tuesday, June 11, DNA and doubts. Word spreads fast in Port Charles, and by Tuesday morning, Carly and Sonny are at the gatehouse demanding answers. Carly's maternal instincts scream that this man is her son, but Sonny's mob mind isn't convinced. "I buried Morgan," Sonny says coldly, trying to hide his trembling hands. "You don't just crawl out of a grave and walk back into my house." Michael wants to believe, he needs to believe, but even he can't ignore the inconsistencies in this alleged Morgan story. He remembers key moments from their childhood, specific details, but struggles to explain where he's been or why he never reached out. Jason, ever the voice of logic and calm, steps in and demands a DNA test. But what will the results reveal? And can any test account for what time, trauma, and betrayal have done? Meanwhile, Willow's growing concern for Michael deepens. She's never seen him so shaken. Even her remission checkup at GH takes a backseat as she watches her husband spiral. He needs truth, she confides in TJ, even if it breaks his heart. Wednesday, June 12, Secrets in the Shadows. On Wednesday, the cracks in Michael's world spread. As the DNA test results are processed, Michael does some digging of his own. He visits Spinelli, desperate to trace the man's movements and background, but what they find only deepens the mystery. Records from Turkey, a sanitarium in Croatia, military-grade amnesia treatment. Meanwhile, Morgan meets with Ava Jerome in a dim corner of the Savoy. She's more shaken than she lets on. Her relationship with Morgan was complicated, intimate, and dangerous. "You can't be him," she whispers. "Because if you are, I'm going to hell." Elsewhere, Sonny has his own people on the case, enlisting Brick to check if this could be one of Pikeman's revenge schemes. He wants to believe in miracles, but not at the expense of another trap. For Sonny, trust is earned in blood, and he's not handing over his heart without proof. In a quieter moment, Carly visits Morgan privately. She stares into his eyes, tears threatening. "Tell me something only my son would know." He does, and her knees give out. Thursday, June 13, A Father's Fury. Thursday is a day of reckoning. The DNA results are in, and the test confirms it. Morgan Corinthos is alive. Or at least, genetically he is. But the questions are just beginning. Where has he been all these years? Who helped him disappear? Was he hidden or held hostage? Michael reels from the confirmation. The grief he carried for nearly 10 years turns into rage and confusion. Why didn't Morgan come back sooner? Why now? Meanwhile, Sonny explodes with fury. If someone kept his son from him, they'll pay with blood. But as he investigates further, the name Ravella surfaces, a code word tied to old Corinthos enemies from the Balkans. It looks like Morgan may have been more of a pawn than a ghost. Elsewhere, Ned, still insisting on being called Eddie, tries to comfort Olivia, who worries this upheaval will undo the fragile peace between the Quartermains and the Corinthos family. And Tracy, she just wants to know how this affects the estate. "There's always a catch with the dead returning," she quips. "Especially if they're named Corinthos." Friday, June 14, The Truth Will Shatter You. The week ends with a blockbuster Friday episode. As Morgan tries to reintegrate into Port Charles' life, he sits down with Michael to explain everything. The truth, however, is far worse than anyone imagined. He wasn't dead, he was taken, rescued from the explosion, but traded and trafficked through a secretive underworld ring that specialized in memory suppression and psychological warfare. For years, he was drugged, disoriented, and used. Only recently did he begin to recall who he really was. But here's the real twist: Morgan didn't escape on his own. Someone helped him. Someone who knows all the dirty secrets of Sonny's world, and might be looking to dismantle it from the inside. Jason starts putting the pieces together. This wasn't just about Morgan, he tells Sam. This was about bringing down Sonny, one son at a time. And Michael? The weight of it all comes crashing down. For years, he blamed Sonny for Morgan's death. He carried that anger, used it to justify walking away from the mob life. But now, that pain has new edges, new questions. If Sonny had been honest, if he hadn't let Morgan fall apart, if they'd all paid closer attention, maybe none of this would have happened. In the final moments, Michael stands alone by the docks, looking out at the water where his brother was presumed dead. "I thought losing you broke me," he whispers. "But finding you again, that might just destroy me." Coming next week on General Hospital. Ava and Morgan share a fateful encounter that could reignite old flames, or bring new danger. Carly must choose between protecting her son or exposing a deadly truth. Dante uncovers a missing file from the WSB that points to a betrayal within the PCPD. Willow's health takes an unexpected turn. Sonny receives a message scrawled on an old photo of Morgan, "You don't get to win." And as Morgan's return sends shockwaves through Port Charles, one thing becomes clear: nothing stays buried forever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.